all of you. Today we have a session on public speaking and how to present yourself. In the last 2-3 months we have got some young engineers in our office. So I thought this is a time when they should know the importance of public speaking, how to present themselves. We have a lot of ideas in our mind, but when we have to express them so that they can be understood in the manner which we mean, that is very important. So it is all about communication. And today we have with us Shri G.S. Some of you might have seen him. He is an authority on communications. He is a BTech. He has done his Masters in Business Administration from National University of Singapore. He has done his Masters in Public Administration from Harvard University. He is also a certified mind trainer. So I think we can begin the session today with a small talk from Mr. Das, and later on we'll ask all our young engineers who have come here to showcase their presentation skill for a brief period of 5 to 6 minutes, which will be followed by a quick question answer session, so that we see how they interact, how they react. Mr. Das, kindly come. We can have a good round of applause for Mr. Das.
Thank you so much, Shri Yabandu. Dear friends, it's a very auspicious and important moment in our life today. I just want to see who are the young recruits. कौन है? हाथ उठाइए बस 10 है ना, बैठ जाइए, हाथ उठाइए. Ideally, the session should have gone कि मैं आपसे सुनता फिर कुछ कहता, but because I am engaged somewhere, he said you start and we'll follow, we'll continue. ठीक है? एक छोटी सी सवाल से मैं शुरुआत करूँगा. What are the two important things? What are the two most important things that universe has given us? हमें ऐसा कौन सी दो चीज सबको दी गई है? Nature, life. Anything is right. सोचने की शक्ति. Speaking.
Freedom.
Energy. Yeah. Clap for him. Energy. और कोई? Intuition. और कुछ? Senses. Everybody, whatever has been said is correct, but we need to look into them into a organized manner. Can I organize them into few things so that it becomes easy for me? Intuition, energy, सोचने का power, सब कुछ सही है. What are those two things? I can concise them. There are two things everybody has, is one body and mind. Everything else is a manifestation in these two entities. You call energy, mind is a manifestation of energy, body is a manifestation of energy. When we go into deeper sessions, I'll understand how my body is not my body. My body is just energy and information. You would be astonished to know my body appears and disappears 1,000,000 times a second. This is not a static body. My body, so this table, so this chair, so this wall, they appear and disappear 1,000,000 times a second, up and down. They're flickering. They're not static entities. Every moment I extend my body with you. Do you know? When I take one breath, gentlemen, stay quiet. When I take breath every moment, 10 to the power 22 atoms I inhale. 10 to the power 22 atoms I exhale. That means every moment I exchange bits of pieces of my body with the universe. Every time I breathe out literally parts of my lungs, parts of my bone, parts of my skin, parts of my brain, parts of my intuitive thought, what I call. I give it to the surrounding. And same amount I take back from the surrounding. Radioisotope studies show every 3 years my entire bone changes. Every 2 days my skin goes off. It's a new skin. Every 7 days my hair changes. Every 1 month my intestine and internal organs change. What I call then my body. Every moment I exchange my body with you. You are exchanging your body with this. And there is no difference between a carbon atom which is there in your brain and a carbon atom which is emitted from the back of the motor vehicle. You inhale the carbon atom, it becomes a part of your brain, part of your lung, part of your skull. And I carry this as my body. There's a wonderful miracle we'll talk about someday. How the universe becomes my body and gets manifested in my thought. So, God has given, nature has given us two things. One is my body, one is my mind. If we go deeper into this, you'll find body and mind are the same. There's no difference between body and mind. If we go still deeper, we'll find body, mind are nothing but energy. Just energy and information. They manifest as bodies and minds. Just, I want your relaxed attention. I can see some faces relaxed, some faces happy, some faces tensed. जिसके चेहरे में तनाव है, मैं चाहूं वो तनाव छोड़ दे. Just relax. Whatever I say may not be correct. Whatever I say, I'll not ask you to accept. Just give them relaxed attention. Try somewhere, ये मेरी experience में क्या tally है? Don't try to remember any information. This is a story I would like to take you through. If you feel asleep, lightly doze off, I don't care. Everything pass on onto your mind as if हल्का सा पानी का लहर आपके पैर को छू रहा है ऐसे. No stress, nothing is to be given on your mind. Clear? Whenever you feel happy, you clap. Clapping is a celebration of our own life. Who will celebrate my life if I myself do not celebrate? मैं अगर मेरी जिंदगी की जश्न नहीं मनाऊं तो कौन मनाएगा? तुम मनाओगे? Friends, every moment that we spend on this universe, every moment we are alive, every moment we experience the energy of this universe is a moment of celebration. We have two apparatus to celebrate. One is your body and the other is your mind. What is the body? Let us look at this body. What is this body? If every moment I inhale and exhale 10 to the power 22 atoms in every breath, 2 days, 2 years after, 1 year after, my body is no more there. आपकी जो चेहरा आप अपने बॉडी कहते हो वो आपका नहीं है. आधा पार्ट इसकी, आधा पार्ट इसकी, आधा चेयर का, आधा टेबल का, सब कुछ है. If I break it down further, क्या मिलेगा मुझे? I am a product of recycle product of this universe. जैसे कागज रिसाइकल होकर नया पेपर बन जाती है, हमारी बॉडी मृत्यु के बाद नहीं, मृत्यु से पहले, it is before death in my living entity, I am recycling myself every time. Who is the one who is recycling my body? आपकी बॉडी ऐसे क्यों है, मेरी बॉडी ऐसे क्यों, तुम्हारी बॉडी ऐसे क्यों है? क्यों है? साइंस कहता है जेनेटिक. साइंस कहता है जेनेटिक कोडिंग. वो जेनेटिक कोडिंग किया किसने? हाउ दैट जेनेटिक कोडिंग हैज बीन पॉसिबल. एक बच्चा जो रोगा पैदा होता है, हाउ ही बिकम्स ए मसल मैन. हाउ एन fellow who has lost his feet can run Olympics. What is this magic? How does it happen? अगर ये सब कुछ हो सकता है तो हम तो हट्टे कट्टे हैं. I'm just young recruit. मेरे लिए आगे potential is the universe, is the sky. Let's understand how my body is made. We have some beautiful organ called mind. जो सोचता है. Somebody said thinking, intuition is our power. It comes from the mind. We say mind. All of us think mind हमारा यहाँ है, brain में है. नहीं है. मैडम सर हिला रहे नहीं है. कहाँ पर है मैडम? बताएं mind.
Maybe it's somewhere out.
Clap for her. Loudly.
It's somewhere out now.
She says somewhere out. Before I actually go somewhere out of my body, I will try to know where in my body is located. Then I say where my body is located. Possibly what she says, it is somewhere out. The entity called me is somewhere out. Mind कहाँ पर है हम आपको बताते हैं. Every time I think, my brain cells produce a chemical. They are called neuropeptides. What they call? Neuropeptides. Any thought, the moment you think something, any damn thought you have, they produce neuropeptides. This neuropeptide latch on to the other cell of the brain cell. How do they communicate? वहाँ अंग्रेजी है क्या? अंग्रेजी कुछ नहीं. मैं जो भी सोचता हूँ, एक केमिकल बनता है. वो केमिकल मॉलिक्यूल दूसरे सेल में लगती है. He feels that chemical. That thought is transmitted. आप जो सोचते हो, they are transmitted as a chemical. It's a wonder of neuroscience. They have discovered this. In order to receive those chemicals, they have something called neuroreceptors. Neuroreceptors पे जब वो chemical छुएगा, तब वो thought transmit होती है. That's how body transmits messages. The beautiful part of this is हमारे जो immune cells है, not only my brain cells, our immune cells also can receive those chemicals. They can smell those chemicals. Where are my immune cells? Where are my immune cells? Anybody? Blood. Everywhere in my body. Everywhere in my body. हर एक सेल, मेरी लिवर में, मेरी ब्रेन में, मेरी बोन में, सारी जगह में इम्यून सेल्स छाए हुए हैं. इम्यून सेल जैसे कि एक बहता हुआ नदी इन माई बॉडी ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. सो मैं ब्रेन में जो भी सोचता हूँ, दे फ्लो इनटू माई बॉडी थ्रू माई इम्यून सेल्स. थ्रू राइट. दैट मीन्स everything I think literally in my head, my hands, my legs, my stomach, everything knows through these immune cells. The most beautiful part is this: even my stomach cells, even my bone cells, they also have these neuroreceptors. कभी कभी हम कहते हैं गट फीलिंग है, ये हो जाएगा. टेंशन होने से मुझे एसिडिटी हो जाता है. क्यों? मेरी स्टोमक को कैसे मालूम पड़ा मुझे टेंशन हो रही है? मेरे दिमाग में टेंशन हो रहा है. मुझे टेंशन हुआ, मेरा ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ गया. कैसे? हार्ट को कैसे मालूम पड़ा? Who is the one transmitting this message? Right? That means my body, my mind, my thinking is not in my brain. My thinking is everywhere in my body. When I'm angry, my stomach cells think, the message gets transmitted. Acid secret होती है. My body में adrenaline flow होती है. My muscle becomes stiff. If I see danger, I'm afraid. I become like this. Who does this? Not brain. Every part of my body, every part of the cell reverberates to my thinking. That's where thinking plays such an important role. Now you understand why your body is like this, why his body is like this, why my body is like this, why his body is like this. This is the way I have thought into my life. This is the way I have looked into my life. This is the way I thought my life is. Clear? Not clear. Why people say positive thinking, this thinking, that thinking is so much important to our life? Because thinking literally makes our body. Thinking does not only make my personality, thinking makes my body, it builds me brick by brick. Not only that, every cell of mine remembers, every cell of mine remembers what I have thought earlier. Every cell of my body remembers what I have thought since childhood. That's why you're here. That's why he's here. That's why I'm here in this shape. Have I thought differently? I would be doing different things. My body would be different. Not only my mind, my body would be different. This is an astounding discovery of this century by the cutting edge of medical science. That's what they developed, a total new paradigm called mind-body medicine. Yesterday, our allopathic medicine is getting redundant because they know mind has a tremendous effect on the body. If somebody is successful, somebody is diseased, the only difference, the way he thought his life to be. Friends, in this room, many of us, above 40, above 50, we have seen life in different colors. We have become father, we have become mother, we have become creators, we have had children, we have groomed them, we know so many things. Some of our youngsters looking towards life to take it forward in a big way. This lesson is both for us. Kyunki, I know if this is the body what I have got till today, if I think differently, if I do differently, my body, my mind would be different when I am 70. If he looks to live another 70 years, I look forward to live another 40 years. If you can look to build a career from here, you can look to build a great life. The significance of our mind, the significance of our body doesn't end. Even if I'm 90 years old, the significance doesn't end because I'm going to take this mind forward into my next life. This has been established by science. The way we change our bodies every day, not only after death. We carry these thought processes. Madam has told you our mind is the universe. Yes, he's right. This is a part of a large mind. There's only one mind in this universe. Our minds are small transmitters. We'll talk about them in detail with scientific proof how it does really function. Friends, body and mind are two entities we must keep intact. I don't care what you aspire, what kind of promotion, what kind of career, you must keep your body in shape and mind alert. There are few practical steps. How do we go into this? The way my thought produces my body, the way my thought manufactures body chemicals that has made my body, the reverse process is also true. What is true? I don't think anything, I do something so that my body produces those chemicals. I go for a morning walk. I don't think, but it will produce those positive chemicals in the body and the thought will get effective. No, why morning walkers? Why people who go to sports? Why people those who practice something beautiful, something happy are in a jubilant mood always? Because involuntarily their body produces some chemicals. Mind jubilates because those are the chemicals being experienced by my mind as some feeling. If I am feeling, those feelings get into chemicals and become a part of my body. If my body can prepare those chemicals by some action, my mind becomes jubilant because those neuroreceptors have nothing but to experience only those chemicals. And those chemicals are happy chemicals. Is that clear? So, keep a path to body, and number of paths are available to body. We'll discuss what are the different paths to body. Youngsters can go to gym, can play, can engage themselves in physical activity. I do not want sit people like young man has to be young. That awareness, that alertness has to be there. That doesn't make older people to have awareness. They need to do practice but lighter things. Maybe they go for yoga, they go for light walk, they go for conscious breathing. Why somebody is having glowing face and somebody is having less of energy face? The difference is only the activities that he does and the things that he thinks. We have around 60,000 thoughts comes into our mind every day. 95% of those thoughts are junk. Some of us struggle. I do so many things in medical days that why my weight is not getting reduced or why my body is not getting different. I'll tell you only one clue. Just analyze yourself. How many different thoughts have you thought today which were newer than the yesterday? कल मैंने जो चीज सोचा था उससे हट के कितना नया सोच मैंने सोचा है, आपको 3 या 4% से ज्यादा नहीं मिलेगा। अगर मैं सोचना मेरा 3% वेरी किया है, मुझे नया बॉडी कहां से मिलेगा? yesterday जो मेरा ब्लड प्रेशर था वही रहेगा, yesterday जो मेरा हार्ट रेट था वही, yesterday जो मसल की मेरी जो कॉम्पैक्टनेस वही रहेगा। Can I break free from that? Advice for the youngsters: never get entangled there. So you do not have to break free. तुम तो सही आदत हो, you have a beautiful body, as I सब कुछ है, उसको इस सिर पे रखना है. Challenges are less. Older friends like me, 40 years, 45 years. Some people are already entangled into your thought process, entangled in your life and assumed its truth. You have to break free those entanglements. In some session, we'll exclusively concentrate how do I entangle from the intellectual prison of my mind. What does it mean? How do I have different thoughts than what I have? My life will be different. Anybody who will find successful has taken that path. Anybody who has done something in his life, apart from what he is, has followed that path. I would leave you open to choose your own path, because everybody wants to be something different, you know. There is no specific path for everybody. But these two key cornerstones are important to know. If this is the one, in this reference, I have to decide a path. It was wonderful talking to you all. We'll be meeting in the future. I again thank my good friend Mr. Yadvendu for giving this wonderful opportunity to present myself to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Das. It has been quite a revelation. I hope you would have